Hey everybody, welcome back. I am so glad that you could join me. My name is Anna and this is Tales from the Crafter. So I thought I would share with you the items that I finished in the past week since my last video. I have 5 items. So that tells you that either A, I was busy, or B, I was lazy, or C, a combination of both. We won't say which ones. But the first one that I'm going to share with you is one that I've been working on, and just, that I've been working on it. I think I've mentioned it, but it's kind of been a secret. I haven't been able to share really much of anything because I was making it for my sister and she wanted it to be a surprise. So sister brought me some rainbow yarn and asked me to make a headband for her. She said that I could use a secondary color of my choice, and she didn't want the zigzag pattern that I've done the previous two with. So I came up with a different stitch pattern, and I combined that rainbow yarn. I believe I showed it to you. I can't remember. I paired it with a white. So sister's already seen this, and she's supposed to be picking it up. But this is the headband that I created for her. There's that. This side is more vibrant. This side is a little bit darker. Just the way that it worked up. I like this pattern. One thing I would change if I were to do this again, since the white, whatever you want to call that shape, is all solid, I would make this row here solid as well if I were to do it as a two-color one. So you have like solid, I don't know, squares, or whatever you want to call that shape. So anyway, this is for sister, for her to come pick up. And I will also point out I did it a little bit better this time on joining them. This is my seam. I think it looks way better than the last two that I have done. I'm real happy with the way that seamed together. Now, for those of you who want to know what the inside of this looks like, I know I like to show the insides and the back sides and the front sides. I like to show all sides because I myself often wonder, well, what does the back side of that project look like? Or what is it, how does it look on the side that we don't always see, the pretty side? So I will try to remember to insert a photo somewhere in this general vicinity of the video that I took of the inside of the hat. Now this is done on a knitting loom, one of the knitting board knitting looms. It is a 32 peg loom. And I just carried the yarn, obviously, because that's normally the way we do it. So yeah, I will share the inside of that for you so that you can see how messy it is on the inside. And I am thankful that it is on the inside and you can't see it. Alright, the other two that I finished, I shared these on my Instagram. These two hats, now I do have tails on all of these, so don't gripe about those. I know they're there. I will finish them off some other day, but not today because I don't want to. But I did post these next two hats on my Instagram. I stated that they were giving me the 70s vibes because these hats remind me of winter coats that my parents had back in the 70s. So this is the first one that I did. These are two different shades of brown, and then this is the Aran fleck, or however you say it. So there's the front, there's the back. You can see the bloop, 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 the join all the way up. And here's the inside for those curious minds that want to know. I will snip these. These are all tied, and I will snip these off and just leave them. Instead of weaving them in, I just snip them because they're tied. So, and I do have the top still that I will weave that in. And I will probably weave in the bottom one. But the middle ones, they just get snipped. So there's that one. The second one that I did, I used the same 3 colors, but I did the stripe like I've been doing with them. And this is how this one turned out. Yeah. That is so cool. I like this. And I really like this striping effect like this that I've been doing with these. I do have, obviously, all 3 here at the top because we start off with the 3 colors. I just carried my yarn all the way down And I did tie them down here at the bottom. So that's what the inside of my hat looks like. And like I said, I will just, I don't know what I'll do with these, but these will probably be tied, which they are not currently, but these will be tied and probably just snipped off. So there's those two. And if I hold them up together, let me get the join, like both in the back. Let me know down in the comments below, does this just not, you know, send off 70s vibes to y'all? It does me. All right, now going on to the next hat that I did. This was a 2-color hat, and I was super excited when I pulled this yarn out. Well, I already had the white because I used it in a previous hat that y'all have seen. It's kind of an off-white. But the secondary color, which is a green, I was super excited when I pulled this bag out that had a bunch of yarn, random yarn in it, because I found a half-finished project, which was a hat. And I may or may not have shown it to you. I believe I started it back in like October, November of last year. I can't remember. But I found a half-finished project and my missing Tunisian crochet hook. So there we go. We got a bonus hat this week. So this one is a green and white hat, or green and off-white. The color actually says white, but it is more of a cream or an eggshell color. This just sends off vibes. This is just every other row. Green, white, green, white, green, white. This sends off vibes for middle school. Our school colors are green and white. So those of you who know, know. And once again with this, here's the inside of the hat, because, I mean, it would look good on the inside too. Except I just carried the yarn because it's only just every other row. So not that big of a deal. And of course, I tied it off, and I have not tied these yet. So these will be tied and snipped. And the way I did these, I will probably just snip that. So there is that hat that I did. And now for the bonus hat that I didn't even know that I had. This is not, like I said, I found the Tunisian crochet hook with the yarn. I do not like this hat, but it does fit, and it will keep somebody's head warm. Somebody will like it, even though I don't. But this is a 2-color blue hat, and I will show you why I don't like this hat. I started out, this is actually a Tunisian knit hat. I do not like the top of the hat at all. Do not like it. But once you get it on, it's not too bad. The other thing is, this is a 2-color Tunisian knit hat. Start off with at the bottom, I should have done the extended Tunisian so this didn't roll, but I did not for whatever strange reason. I don't remember. But start off with the knit, knit, purl, purl. And then I was going to go every 3 rows. But when I found that I had to finish this of 3 rows, and then I just decided I was going to stop with that and finish the top off with blue. So there's that. The other thing I don't like about this hat is the seam at the back. Now I did this on the round. I've showed in a previous videos of doing it how I do it in the round, which it is not anything that I came up with. I found it on another Tunisian crochet YouTube channel. Actually, a couple different ones. But anyway, I do not like how this seam looks going up the back where I joined them. It's not bad really until I get up here towards the top. Now this little bumpy out here, I do not know what caused that completely, but this is where I stopped using the darker color blue and just started using the lighter color blue. There's really no hole there or anything. That's just a normal hole there. But yeah, I'm not sure. There's no extra stitch or anything, so I'm not really sure what caused that. And then here at the top of the hat, the join just it's horrendous if you ask me. But that's just my personal opinion. Now here's the inside of the hat. Just looks like the regular simple Tunisian. And you can see what I do up here. Oh yeah, what I was doing was doing the return stitch with the dark blue with the lighter blue simple, and then the lighter blue with the dark blue simple, or not simple, knit. So up here, I just, you know, obviously this was the last row, and I just did the rest of it with the same color. So that's what the inside of my hat looks like. Not too bad. Not too bad. And I did weave in the top one because I did the drawstringed it to finish it up. And I did actually weave that one in. It is woven in somewhere. I don't know where, but it is woven in. And I do have this one that I got to figure out what to do with. It is tied. Probably the reason I had that lumpy bumpy thing in there is the way this was. But it is tied. It's not loose. I tied it to the blue before I went back. And then I will probably bring those up and weave those in. So there you have it. There are my finished projects for this past week. And I will add these to my bucket. And I can't remember, hopefully that doesn't fall, because y'all were resting on a box with some duct tape holding the tablet up, and my phone was holding the box that the tablet was resting against. So hold your breath, don't move too much. So this should give me, and this headband does not count because this is not going into a donation, but it counts in the gifted items not included above. So I have gifted one hat, which my hair's a mess, which was the raccoon hat. I counted that for this year because even though it was the end of last year, but I counted it for this year. And 2 headbands, this one and then the one that was the purple and peach, I think it was, that I already gave to sister. So this gives me 12, 13, 14, 15, this gives me 16 hats total that will be going into my tote. I have 1 headband that I did, that's my first ripple one. So 12, be a total of, how many did I say? 12, 13, 14, 15. It gives me a total of 16, 14, 15, 16. It gives me a total of 17 items to donate hat-wise, head-warming-wise, so far this year. So thank you guys for joining me. I hope you enjoyed seeing the projects that I finished in the past week. I need to go get busy on making some more, and I'll see y'all in my next video.